Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Friday, the 29th of November, 2024. My final consecutive streaming day of a very long 6-day streaming week. It was a good one. Let's talk about how it went. So today was Black Friday. Me coming off of having last night off for Thanksgiving. It was a full day of content, and I had a good time. I did. I absolutely had a good time chilling with you guys on a podcast, some fun Call of Duty gameplay, and DSPolitics, which now was Friday night rather than Thursday night because I was off for Thanksgiving. So how did things go? Well, podcast today was cool. I told you guys all about how my Thanksgiving went. We had some Q&A and some interesting topics discussed. Overall, a pretty chill show, I would say. Then we jumped into Black Ops 6, and for about 2 hours, we played the multiplayer, did the daily challenges, which were kind of annoying today because they were relying on slide kills, but then also LMG kills. Last I noticed, LMGs take a long time to look down the sights. How am I supposed to get slide kills with this thing? So it was pretty challenging. It took me about almost an hour to complete all the daily challenges. And it's funny because the entire time I was doing them, I had an awful kill-death ratio. Then, the second we finished, I switched to the AK with the thermal scope, and boom, I start tearing it up. Great kill streaks. Great kill-death ratios for the second hour of gameplay. It just worked out really, really well. Then, we hit the goal, and it was time for DSP Tries It. Wendy's, and today I ordered 3 new items from Wendy's. The mushroom cheeseburger, the salted caramel frosty, and the taco salad. I don't want to spoil. I'm just going to say it wasn't very good. So, if you want to see that, all right, well, here's the deal. None of those videos are probably live as of the time you're watching this, if you're watching this relatively soon after I upload it. Here's the reason why. I went to upload them all. They were all uploading during my break, but I had to come back tonight to do DSPolitics, and none of them had completed. So nothing's live right now. Apologies for that, okay? What I will do is tonight, I will upload the Call of Duty videos, the podcast, and that DSP Tries It. They'll all go live overnight. Now, the DSP Tries It will be on DSP Reacts, while the other videos obviously will be on DSPGaming along with this video, okay? Tonight, it was DSPolitics on Kick exclusively. Now, here's what I can tell you. I absolutely, positively can now tell you, people have been view-botting that show recently because, as you know, the last couple of weeks, it had ridiculous views. Like, one week it had 1,000, and last week it had 1,200. But it's funny because the show will absolutely jump up in views and then all of a sudden plummet in views. So it's obvious what was happening. Some idiot, some troll of mine likely, for the last couple of weeks thought, oh, I'll view-bot Phil's show, and that'll get him in trouble. Well, it didn't get me in trouble. Nobody gave a shit, okay? But tonight, our viewers basically were around 250. It went up a bit. For one part, we had around 300, and by one part, we had like 200. It fluctuated. I'm happy with that. Like, honestly, I really am. That's what I thought we would get. I didn't think ever we were going to get a ton of viewers for this show, especially until either some big political event happens and people want to hear my take on it, or until it hits its stride. And this is a new show. It's going to find its ground. It's going to find an ongoing audience. I think right now it's doing that. The people who are attending weekly like it, although we get a bunch of idiotic trolls as well. It's kind of a unique mix, right? But overall, I had a great time doing the show. Lots of different topics discussed, including 2 regarding Donald Trump, one about his indictments, and one about his tariff strategy that he's going to be using when he becomes president. We also talked about the riots in Canada, in Montreal. Yeah, it was Montreal, right? Yeah, Montreal. We also talked about inflation and how possibly we've been lied to about it. We talked about so much. There was so many topics tonight. I had a really good segment about some more celebrities who think they know better than all of us on politics and stuff like that. It was just a really good one. All right, so good topics covered. The show lasted a little over 2 hours, and I'm going to clip up the show tonight. I'm going to get a bunch of clips, probably maybe 5 or 6 clips out of the show that will be uploaded to DSP Reacts over the next couple of days. You guys have really seemed to enjoy maybe like 2 a day. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably do 1 tonight, 1 tomorrow, like maybe 1 every 12 hours for the next several days. You guys can enjoy those clips on DSP Reacts, all right? Now, the good news is we did hit the goal as well on DSPolitics, but I've noticed distinctly, since the show started, boom, tons of support. And then the second show last week, less support, but still good support. This week, we were at the very end of the show and hadn't hit the goal, and then finally someone did a tip at the end and we hit it. So basically what's happening is just like whatever happens with any of my new initiatives. First, there's initial wonderment and excitement and hype. But then what happens is that some people like it, some people don't. And we get regulars, and then some people decide, well, I'll just watch it after the fact. And that's what seems to be happening now with this show. I do feel like it's a natural progression of some people are just going to watch it on demand on Kick. Some people are just going to watch the clips. Others will be there live. But I am happy we hit the goal tonight. I would hope that when I do DSPolitics, I'm going to hit the goal. I don't want the streak to end because I'm starting a new show that you guys have asked me for many, many, many years. All right. So anyway, I had a great time with it. I hope that you guys had a good time with it who were there live. And again, you can enjoy the clips on DSP Reacts over the next several days. Okay? Okay, now I am not here tomorrow. Tomorrow is my day off for the week where I'm going to be running errands and doing various things. Hopefully getting to spend some time with my wife. And I'll be back on Sunday for a Level 1 podcast to get you all caught up. And I'll be covering any gaming news or anything going on. And then it's going to be Stalker 2 on the daytime stream. And here's the good news. Stalker 2 apparently has had a giant patch to fix its issues. So here's hoping when we play it again on Sunday, it'll be bug-free, or at least a lot of bugs removed. It'll feel like a more solid experience. And then Sunday night, I'm going to do Street Fighter 6. You know, I wanted to play Street Fighter 6 last week, but I didn't get to. So we're going to do Honda and Street Fighter 6. However, tomorrow, I am receiving the adapters that are going to allow me to use my new external capture device properly with my new capture streaming PC. And I'm receiving a new light system for new lighting in the office instead of this ring light. So I'd like to test these things, and I'm thinking, you know, we could do that possibly on Sunday, whether the podcast or maybe a little bit of extra time instead of the gameplay. We'll see. But I obviously I'm getting this stuff, and I want to give it a shot. I want to see if it's any good. So I hope that you guys will be here on Sunday, not only for the gameplay, but also to test out some new equipment as well. All right? All right, guys. This has been an absolutely outstanding week. Next week, we're going to have continuation of playthroughs like Stalker 2, Bloodborne, and maybe some Veilguard. We're going to have some chill streams of Flight Sim. We're going to have some fighting games and Call of Duty. And also next week is the premiere of Marvel Rivals. So we're going to have a great week next week. I hope you'll join me. But thank you all. Please have a good night. I will see you all on Sunday. So please have a good one tomorrow when I'm not around. And be sure to catch up on all of the gameplay on DSP Gaming from the week. And of course, the clips from DSPolitics over on DSP Reacts. Have a good night, everyone. Peace out. See you guys Sunday.